We just played Vantage from Stonemaier Games, a game about people crash landing on this planet, right? And each one of them lands in a different place. And you will have this location card in front of you, and you can never show it to other players. You have to describe it, right? You are constantly connected by radio signals. And every player is going to have this board where they have this character, and they have a lot of confusing stuff there, but actually the game is not so confusing. And here in the middle, you will see each character's health, morale, and time they spend on this planet, because the thing is that anything you do is successful, but it's going to cost you any of these, and if any of these get to zero, you have to read stuff in these books, and then you see if you lost or not. And the thing is that every time you do a challenge, you have to choose which kind of challenge you do. I cannot show you a lot of things because it would massively spoil the game, but basically location cards have all of these icons, or some of these icons, and you see this is related to move, to looking, engage, help, and so on. And then basically what you do is you give one of these cards. So for example, if you have chosen that you want to look, right, this card is going to have a number here, and it's going to tell you to look in that number, and then you open the book, and the player to your left or your right reads what's happened there, and then it tells you how many dice you have to roll in order to succeed. But again, you can't really fail it. So basically what you do, you roll the dice, and then this loses you time. This is a setback, you put it back here, and this is nothing, so you exhaust these dice. But the cool and absolutely fantastic thing is that imagine that on this board you're going to have a lot of cards, and you can actually assign dices based on specific rules to your cards, so they don't get here, right? Or sorry, they don't get there, and also you don't lose these things, right? And sometimes you can assign these dices to other players, and it's very thematic. I'm not going to go into very detailed into that, but at one point it's going to get to be this kind of like dice placement strategy, and how to build your character and what to do. And while you're doing all those things, you can also master your character. You can equip your very specific item that you have, and there's more than 1,000 cards here. There's so many items, so many animals, vehicles, boss fights. Really, locations are beautifully illustrated, and they are such a cool game here. And this is not a campaign game. It's actually a game that you start, you played, and basically, yeah, you start on this page, and then it tells you how to set up the game, and these are the skill tokens, and based on the skill token combinations you pull out cards and stuff like that. So it's a really, really cool experience every time you play it, and the more you play it, the more you're going to learn about it. There's a book of secrets, and there's maps in it, and it's really, really a huge open world game, and it's very well written. It's really, really cool, and I said really, really so many times, but it is. So I highly recommend Vantage. Bye.